In this video, we are going to be analysing Amazon, ticker AMZN. Now, firstly, we are up 12.5% as we're recording this video, so about an hour and about 2 hours into the market open. Now, firstly, why is it up this far? So I think going to be one of the leading reasons is inflation. So on this channel, we did show you how to trade CPI if you're interested in that. But with the CPI release, what we were looking at is, well, it came out lower than expected, which is obviously good for stocks because it's showing inflation is not as high as expected. And when we see that, we know interest rate hikes are less likely. So that's why you saw it spike exactly at 8.30, because that is the CPI release, and it's just continuing that trend. So this is giving us most likely the main bulk of this move and the reason why it's moving. But what are going to be key levels? So we did do an analysis video on this a while back. These levels did definitely hit, and they're things we're interested in. But considering we've had this now sudden move of momentum, what is going to be our target if this continues? And 103 and 106.80 are going to be these two key levels, because this is going to be our statistical mean. So this is now where we expect the stock to reverse to. So really, I would say it's about probably a 95% probability that we hit at least 103 before breaking its 52-week low. So that would be my main outlook on the stock now. This is where my prediction is that we will go. Now, past there, we don't give predictions. All we'll do is just give you key levels. And if they come into these levels, again, have your own strategy, but I'll show you how I personally look to trade at these levels. So if we continue up, we're looking at 126/127. That's our first deviation on the 6 month and the 1 year. Then on to 145 and 151. Second deviation again on the 6 month and a year. And final levels taking us to 165 and 175. Now these are our key resistances. So if we continue this upward momentum again, from the 126, this is when we turn a bit more bearish on the stock. Doesn't mean we're necessarily going to short, especially coming into this first deviation, but these are levels where if we are long, areas where we start to look in profits, that's definitely a reason to start exiting the trade. Now, when I would actually turn bearish on the stock or just expect a harsh pullback or a reversal is once we come into this 145 again, very far from where we are off now. Might not happen in current market conditions, but if we do, just levels to be looking out for. Again, better to be prepared than not prepared. Now though, if we start to sell off, what are key levels? So at $80 we have our first deviation support on the 1 year. At $87.50 we have our 6 month first deviation. We have already hit this level, so yes, it may still be valid on the way down, but considering we've already now tested this twice, if we come down to test it again, some people see that making it a very valid level, but I'm personally someone who looks at it as if it keeps coming to touch a level, it's trying to break. There's no reason really otherwise, so why would sellers keep pushing it to that level unless they're trying to break it? So really that's when I'd be a bit more cautious buying it on this third tap, and instead I'd be a bit more patient, wait for that wait for the move to the 80 before looking to trade it. Now if we break that, we're looking at 68, 55, 48 and $31 as those key support levels going lower. Now some of these levels are very far off, and again I said I like to provide all these levels because if for any reason we have sudden movements, or if you're watching this video a month or two down the line, we're going to be a different price from where we are now. So these are just insights into where we expect high volume to come in and just areas where we can look to trade for. So though, right now we are sitting at $96. So really that means that the only focus you have on these levels really. 103, this is now our target. We come down, or we tap this level, buying pressure has definitely come in. It is showing bullish. We would be more bullish on the stock till at least 103. Once we come into the 103 to 106, expect a pullback. But if we do break it, then you want to see a break, a retest, and show support on the 106. If that can hold and you see buying pressure come in, 126 is going to be that target. On the other hand, if you come down to 187, we end up breaking that. Again, look for the bounce on 80. Doesn't mean it's going to be a reversal, but at least a bounce. And most likely it will take us back to that 87. So then definitely some good upside on a trade like that. But if you're looking to take this short, again, wait for that break below, come back to retest it as a resistance. And if it holds, then that's where we would look to trade it to our next deviation. And in this case, that would be $68. Anyway, that is the breakdown on Amazon. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did want to drop a like and subscribe, check out one of these two analysis videos.